Alright, you guys, so here we are, Shin Megami Tensei 5. We're in this big-ass freaky castle, and quite honestly, we're just gonna jump right into it. We're gonna go fight fucking Cleave Master Boobs for cheeks. I don't remember what his name is, but you know the guy. What else? I leveled up the team to, let's see here. I leveled up the team to what I think is some nice levels here, and we're gonna go in. I changed the Nahabino's affinities, so you know how Boobs for Cheeks uses a lot of ice attacks. He's really upsetting looking. Let's let him finish up his little bit here.
This creator you worship, who once sat so proudly upon the throne, is
Period. I never worshipped him, so don't put fucking words in my mouth. You've got a tongue in your, like, pelvisy. What do you call, like, a man's pelvic... pussy. I guess pussies are in the pelvis. Is that why it's called a pussy? Because it's ussy pelvis? It's always been ussy. Everybody I know is like, I don't know, I'm kind of like over the whole like hushin tussy, like that whole gag of like adding ussy to words when it's like their whole. And I hate to say it, and I'm sure you guys are tired of it too. I love it. I have loved it forever. I will love it forever. Let me see that crusty. Do you guys know that one?
Very soon, what divine spark may be left in this world will heave its final cry.
He speaks a little bit. He speaks nicer than he looks. Fine by fucking me, dude. Oh, also, it is... I was gonna tell you the time, but Mario's like running around doing tricks. I use this for time. Well, now we know the time. It is 1:30, and you're like, but that's at 12:30. Daylight savings happened months ago, and I have not. I'm still recovering. I have not adjusted. So it's 1:30 a.m., which is pretty early for us. We've got just a Vizzy hard seltzer, no juice, because all my juice has caffeine in it, because my house is stocked weird. I'm not going to have caffeine at 1:30.
It is of no consequence. I will not sit idly by as you dig around and scatter dirt.
Is this his castle? Is he upset I'm dirtying his castle? There's horses running around here. No. We're not gonna be bad at me and my beautiful heeled 80s boots. I am not the dirty one here. I don't know if I oppose you. I don't like you. I don't think we could be friends. Why aren't you wearing shoes? He's got whole ass feet. This feels so good to itch, you guys. I cannot explain. Okay. It is so gross that his face is between those boobies. There's like a leopard, cheetah, lion thing here that also had its head placed like that. So it's like the castle of your head's in the wrong spot. Now, as I was saying and rudely interrupted myself, Nahabino's affinities, instead of getting hurt by ice attacks or even just resisting ice attacks, I absorb health from ice attacks at this point. So that's going to go well. And we're going to use physical dampeners when he's not using... You'll see what we do. Let me not get ahead of myself here. All three of me. Well, there are two of us in the Nahabino, to be fair. I'm gonna try to take out these 2 stars first, though. Unless I get tired of it or it feels hopeless. Start with the left star. What are they called? I really actually don't know what they're called, and I probably should, because I'm quite good friends with one. I gave some people some Hama attacks. The Hama on, if you would. Oh, he's going out quick. And Kaino Hime does not have it, but I have light gems, and I don't mind using cheap tactics like gems. I have attacked him 3 more times since I said I wanted to see his name and not looked for the name. It is, oh god, Decarabia. It's Rebecca. This is Rebecca the star, but he's a boy. Becca. But we need to stop. I'm devolving. Get out of here. Oh, I wish I could use Siaha to, like, because he doesn't need a whole ass Hama on. But we'll give him it. He deserves it, you know, he's a very cute guy. Now, physical dampener, please. Because they're going to pull some physical attack, and then their turn will end. And if they don't pull out a physical attack, I'll cry. I should have used the ice dampener. All the walkthroughs are like, use ice dampeners, and I'm like, I have my own approach. Oh, that worked. So, didn't save me from much, but it saved me from something. Now, my hammer on. Mana, boop, boo, doo, doo, doo. I saw that for the first time. Was it 6th grade? 7th. I think 6th grade. And I saw it in this computer class with somebody that I know, loved. It's a very complicated story named Ben, and I just thought that's a fun little doodle, and I didn't realize that was a big part of culture. Everybody knows Mana, and I just did not for a very long time. So there's an update on my personal relationship with Mana. Boop boop. You know, no, you can attack. Just use the old Jimmy poo. What am I looking for? Light gem. Sorry, I'm really distracted thinking about that kid. He's gone. Okay, so cool. Now we're gonna focus on big boy. God, I don't... You know what? Maybe I'm being too mean. He actually looks quite kind in the face. I'm so busy being upset by his disgusting. Objectively disgusting. That's really mean. Body. But he looks kind in the face. He hasn't done anything wrong to me. Last time didn't I say he was the whole cast of Little Shop of Horrors in one? That's very funny. Because I'm about to say, he looks like Audrey too, and I was like, I've done this bit. Let's do our critical thing. It is time. I look crazy, yeah? Speaking of looking crazy, I think, so everybody say goodbye to this hair for now. I think this hair is gonna come off after this video when I shower. Oh, and also, let me finish what I'm saying. To myself. I'm talking to myself because I was about to go on a whole other topic. But he's weak to electric, we learned. But what was I gonna say? Oh, I think this hair's coming off tonight. It's been on for about a week, which is about how long I leave it on for. It's starting to not look so good, and I could re-up it. It's not, I do that a lot, but I don't want to. And also my tan is like at this point where there's a clear line from where under my wig is that's not getting tanned, and the rest of me isn't. It's like a very clear line. I'm not gonna show you it up close, but it's just becoming, you know, a bit much. And also my head must breathe. Since he had no electric attacks. Do the old gem. Y'all know I love these gems, and now that I can buy them, I'm unstoppable because I basically have unlimited money. Because this game be paying you. I haven't farmed money Mitamas in so long, and I'm still rolling in the deep, you know, so maybe that's because I don't buy demons out of the compendium very much, because I don't fully understand that mechanic, so it's working out great for me. Should I use a dampener of some sort on this last turn? He didn't charge Magatsuhi, so I'm gonna use a physical one. And I know it didn't go super well for me last time, but it like didn't go terribly. Oh god. Great. You're not gonna make it to that next turn, I don't think. I've got this ruinous thunder use. Oh, he might. He's got quite a bit of health left. .602. Hey guys, comment below. Actually don't, because I think I already know the answer. Am I like okay at this game, or like am I just not? Am I just scraping by? Because I feel like I'm doing pretty fucking good. Everybody's like, this game's so hard. Is it? Is it? And I know I'm playing on normal, but everybody's like, even on normal it's hard. And like, it's not a hard game. You just have to like think. You have to lose a battle once and come back with a plan. And over leveled. But I come back over leveled with a plan, not just over leveled. So I think, fine, you guys aren't impressed. Fine, never mind. Don't comment below. Don't tell me that you hate me. I'm sorry. Yeah. Wow, that was easy. Okay. I'm sorry, not to brag. I'm not very good at this. Ice Sutra. That's me saying sutra, by the way, because I got a nice sutra for winning that battle. His thing's hanging out. His, like, it's just toward the ground. Lowly servant, bitch? I'm a Nahabino. Oh, hey, they gave him nipples. That's kind of nice. I am. I'm forbidden? Oh yeah, because God was like, no knowledge. And a Nahabino is a demon fused with knowledge, aka a human. Fused with a human. And God was a pussy pants who was not powerful, strong, or anything of the sort. He was fearful because he was weak. And in that, as we all know, he forbade demons having knowledge. Because he knew he could not stand to such a threat. If knowledge is a threat to you, you don't deserve to rule. Period.
Very soon this age will meet its end. You alone have the right to usher in the next.
See, he's not evil. I don't like him, but he's not evil.
I urge you, liberate yourself from God's shackles. Only freedom, born of chaos, can nurture this starving world.
A lot of these bad guys haven't been bad. I'm gonna be honest with you. So, and I like that ever since the beginning, from the very, like, Genesis story they presented at the beginning of me being like, this god seems bad. I've been right, and the game is slowly inching us toward, oh yeah, this guy was bad, and the agents of Bethel are maybe just, like, blindly fighting a war that has already been lost, and I was right, and I did not read ahead. You can't prove that I did, because I didn't. And when you say you can't prove that I did, that sounds like you did it. You never say that. Okay, his boobs are wiggling. Jiggle physics for that. Excuse me. I need a burp. There we go. He's a good guy. Nice place you got here. It's a shame you had to burst into Magatsuhi.
Let us report to Bethel at the castle's entrance.
It's been so long since you've called... My bulge looks popping here, and it usually doesn't. Why hasn't he called me young man in a while? I feel like he hasn't, right? Oh, Ariok. I don't know if I want him on the team. Y'all, every time I read about this game, like I'll read like a review or something, it'll be like, it's a game where like you just throw demons away and use them as you need. And I'm like, but I keep like a pretty steady party, and then when I switch them out, it's very sentimental, and then I love them all.
For me. One less ugly sore to deal with.
You have to deal with this guy. God, I love that. You know what? I like this guy. And he's a human. And his eyes match mine. And he's beautiful. And he loves his woman. He's a hurt man. And me saying he's a bad man because I saw a hurt man in him was a problem with me. A problem of mine. A lack of perspective. Because a bad man... a hurt man, more often than not, is not a bad man. More often than not, because being hurt requires you to heal. Healing from pain makes you good, typically. But that's if you don't heal, because I feel like Hitler didn't heal, and then he did bad. So, one time Erykah Badu said she can see good in anybody, even Hitler, and everybody got very mad, but I was like, I kind of get you, girl. We don't like Hitler, but, you know, like, there is humanity in him. Was. Nowadays, he's probably dust, but... It's not going to all that. I'm speaking too much, and I'm saying Hitler, and I feel like that's all very charged. Those are very charged words.
With the Demon King out of the way, humanity's future just got a little bit brighter.
He is a bit...
Soon enough, we'll be on even footing with the demons.
You know, he's not fully healed. His pain is still kind of resonating because he is too aggressive. He's too anti-demon. He's kind of the Hitler for demons. I said Hitler again. All right. I know these choices don't matter, but I care a lot. How is it brighter?
Think about it. Your friends are human, yet they fight against demons.
A choice they
even
make.
Pitting other demons against them.
Is it something we did out of necessity because demons came for us, or is it something we've been told to do by Bethel? A little bit of both. We were fighting them before they came for us, but they did come for us. They did kill our friend. Okay. He has a point.
If this doesn't spell a brighter future, I don't know what will.
But a brighter future from one perspective might not be like, you're looking through a very human perspective. But also, like, what perspective is he supposed to have? At the end of the day, he is a singular being with that singular perspective. And while he can, and we all can attempt to, in kindness and in understanding, emulate other perspectives, at the end of the day, we all are kind of bound by that one perspective. Even if we do all we can not to be limited by it. Right? I'm talking a lot about nonsense today. Sorry guys, I'll make a fart joke or something. Ah! It's very bright.
If I may
Agami.
interject,
Yes,
only a
bitch.
select few can fend off demons. Those who can't, and that is a great many, will die. How does this profit humanity?
Speak only when you're addressed, Bethel construct.
That felt like a slur. Yakumo. Ooh, Yakumo feels kind of mean too as a name. Good name though. Yakumo. Not my dad. That's my dad.
Created to protect humanity, particularly the vulnerable. I cannot condone your attitude.
This is very interesting because they both are very pro-human, protect human, and there's still this nuance of difference in how they think they should go about this, yeah? Love them both, but Agami might be right. Agami might be right.
So says the slave to his programming.
Okay, slave to the rhythm.
Listen, without the will to fight, the will to live is meaningless. If someone can't fend for themselves, they're better off dead anyway.
That is a pathetic way of thinking. I think I get where it comes from. I get, like, in nature that's how it tends to go, but not always. I think if you have the space for compassion, then you, within society, if you're a being that is part of a, you know, certain animals, they kind of fend for themselves, certain bugs, and some are like crowd ones. Humans tend to be more, I can't remember the words, crowd-based and social. And if you have space for compassion, without it severely affecting survival, why would you not utilize that space to allow that life to continue out of compassion and out of knowing that it still does have something to offer if it's not defense? I don't know. It's wild.
Giving into temptation, betraying one's fellow man. Anyone like that should have never been born.
He's got a little bit too much nihilism. I'm the Nahabino. He's the nihilist. He's got a little bit too nihilistic of a view for me. I just can't fully relate. What if I was like, I know what you mean. You're too harsh.
He and I are in accord.
We're in a castle.
I
does it
presume
mean?
you were acting on behalf of all humanity. Perhaps I was mistaken.
He's acting on behalf of the humanity he deems strong and worthy.
I need not answer the likes of
He's Hitler. I was like, he's cool. He's not Hitler. And then 1 second later, he was like, hey guys, I'm Hitler. And I was like, I guess my intuition isn't so right about everybody all the time, is it? But I do like him. He is good. He's just pained, and he's not healed like I thought he was.
Ah, Yakumo. So this is where you were.
She seems a bit lighter than him. She has more optimism.
Did something happen that I might wish to know?
The men are talking.
nothing important. Let's move.
I love seeing Agami outside of me. Like, I'm glad he's a part of me. I would hate for him to be outside of me forever, but it is nice to see him. And the way he's built right. And he's built like a man. Look at me. I'm a child. How am I supposed to be horny for a child with a bowl cut? No offense to pedophiles. It's not for it's just not for me. Can you imagine? I was like really trying not to offend pedophiles. I mean, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but like, If me not wanting to fuck a child offends you, I'm sorry that I have offended you, but I'm, you know, come on. Am I the problem here? Let's move forward. This is a conversation we don't need to have. I'm saying a lot of like heated words today. Pedophile, Hitler. Oh, what if I just list them? Do you think YouTube will just be like, not recommend this to anybody? Pedophile, Hitler, terrorism, COVID, coronavirus, ISIS, the ethnics. What do terrible people say? Shooting, gun, politics, liberals, Hillary Clinton, emails. Okay, that was a fun game of word association. Hello, enemy.
I sense a change in the world. A great demonic power snuffed out.
Was he important? Because they did not give him much backstory. He had a whole castle and they're like, hey, I'm just here, I got boobs for cheeks.
Which means you have brought that fallen angel to justice?
They could have given him more story, I feel like. He's the...
Nice going! That's the guy I know.
His tone is so different, it's so refreshing.
Indeed, you have done well. The sacred order of this world is safe once more.
But is it the sacred order of the world or is it the sacred order of Bethel?
So Tokyo's safe now. We did it. Right, Master Abdiel?
Oh, I keep burping. It's that Vizzy hard seltzer.
Not merely Tokyo, but the mortal world.
But, like, what about the immortal?
Yet
They have to be
no
here forever.
wish.
Shouldn't we make the world more suited for
To
them?
live
We're only
as
here
long
for a
as
minute.
we know Is to live condemned. By virtue of their being, they threaten the natural.
I'm pouring a drink over here.
order.
Oh, that sucks. And by pouring a drink, I mean just, like, the rest of my can. I'm not opening a new can. So she seems to have, like, a pity, or at least she's feigning a pity and compassion for me right now, whereas Kamayo was... I wish I would have recorded it for you guys. It was just like a silly little side quest thing. It didn't act like it was a big deal, but it seemed like really pertinent to the story. Or to at least understanding, like, Nahabino, which to me, this story is about who the fuck... What am I? I have so many questions. And also, will Agami leave me? Because I'm scared. I'll be really sad. He'll always be in here, though. That's my heart. Don't look at my body. Mind your own business.
The word of God is the only true path to save this world. Your very existence profanes your triumph. One day, I will have to decide whether the sin of your being must be judged.
But why you? Why do you get to make that decision? Why do you feel as though that's the decision that one has to be made and made by an individual?
Yet for now, at least, you have done us a great service. Return to Tokyo, and take the rest you have well earned.
Promise not to kill me in my sleep? Me and Abdiel.
Hark! For the Demon King has been
I don't like the way she
slain.
rotates.
Let
It's
all
too smooth.
Bethel ring with our victory.
Cheeks out.
Glory and rejoice.
Glory and rejoice. Cheeks out.
Guess we better head back too.
That's a different song. My mind's confused. What does Hark the Herald Angels sing? Because I just did, What is... Hark the Herald... No, angels sing glory to the newborn king. Why can't I get like the very... Hark the herald angels sing... The beginning doesn't sound right. Glory to the newborn king. Okay. You guys want to hear me sing Christmas songs? You can... No, nobody wants it. I'm kidding. I just kind of did one. But is that a carol or is that a hymn? Oh, my Mitama glories are still on because I was farming glory Mitama. Now, where am I going? They said go get a rest. I can rest anywhere. What does the story want me to... I probably have to go back to Tokyo and talk to Mr. Handsome Dark Hair Agami Dad. / brother. Agami's dad is also his brother to our knowledge so far. So far, what we know about that situation is incest. And As I've stated in previous videos, not in this playthrough, I don't think, maybe in this playthrough, I'm not as opposed to incest as I should be. Consensual incest to me is just kind of like whatever. So long as it's like genuinely consensual and there wasn't a sense of grooming growing up, and I get that there's like a weird blurred line of how can we know. But theoretically, I'm okay with super consensual incest, but it's like realistically, how consensual can it be? So, you know, there's that. But and this is a game with a story that it has its own story, but I basically made everything up in my own meta. And the Agami brother thing, to my knowledge, nothing wrong there. He programmed this guy. You can't groom something if you program it. Programming something is grooming it. Grooming it for what is the question? Are you grooming it to like clean your floor like my Roomba, or are you grooming it to do your taxes? What if H&R Block was run by robots? I think it is. I think people that go to school for math are robots. Now, where are we going? I need a fucking save. I need to Tokyo Station. Okay. Hey guys, where do you want me to go? Where do you want me to go? I'm looking for like the story marker. Whenever they say get your rest, I think that means go to Tokyo and fucking kill yourself. I don't like Tokyo. I get confused and overwhelmed. Did I save? Yeah, I did. I just didn't heal. Hey guys, I'm back. Here's a review of my new socks. They fit. Hey, Dad. Oh, look, there's a story marker. I did it.
So the Demon King is dead then?
Will you be my dad too, Koshimizu?
To Bethel, Japan. That was no small feat.
You have small feet, you shriveled dick loser. Like, who you calling small feet?
Yeah.
I'm gonna break your legs.
Abdiel said that too. So, did we save Tokyo? Is the world safe now?
Let's talk about Ichiro, because at first I was like, he's cool, I love him, because I didn't see him up close and I didn't get to see his personality. I just saw he was different, blonde, and seemed to have like a good energy about him. And I was like, fuck yeah. I've learned now, I'm not attracted to him. What I have for him, though, is such a strong endearment. He's like a child to me. Like, I hear his, like, in the nicest way, juvenile, naive, non-serious tone, and observe a non-serious demeanor about him. And I'm just, like, charmed. And I'm like, I'm really happy, and I care about him. And I love him. He's such a nice little character in this game of seriousness. He means so well. He's a good kid. I really like him. Okay. One of the reviews was like all the human characters seem pretty vapid and hollow and just like archetypes. And they were right so far. Doesn't take away anything from me. I'm not a critical person. I enjoy everything. Full of love, this one. But this guy's got some development. I don't think he's quite the stereotype we think he is. But also the stereotype of like, oh, scared loser who like wants to do better is actually quite. But I think they fleshed it out in a really fun, endearing way. If not, you know, it's not nuanced, but it's likable and enjoyable, I think.
No. I'd say the true battle is about to begin.
The battle... if I ever have to go against Koshimizu, I'm gonna cry. And I'm sure Ogami's gonna be, like, weirdly conflicted. But I think Koshimizu's smarter than Bethel, but he's also, like, the Bethel guy? He's the Japan guy, though. I don't know. Just, I'm praying that he is my friend till the end.
What do you mean?
I said it before. The real Tokyo is long gone.
Long gone. What am I thinking of? What song is that? Long gone. That's not a real song. What am I thinking? It's a Robin song. I don't know. I can't sit here and think forever about ancient Robin songs, can I?
This Tokyo is a sacred simulacrum, restored by the power of God. But its time is running out. The world is fracturing.
And it is what it is. Let's not fight time. Time knows what it's doing. We can lament the things it takes, but we should also trust that everything time takes from us, it gives back. in some sense. Let's just peacefully be involved in the cycle. Maybe my gag, maybe my whole personality is just complacence. I'm always like, yes, things are how they are. Let's not change it. I'm just complacent and full of love. Siaha, complacent, optimistic, full of love.
If this demonic conqueror in Algami's report really did
Algami.
control the creator,
Algami.
all his divine
Algami. It's such a
was
nuanced way.
wasted.
I keep using the word nuanced today. Pronunciation, because it's not Agami. It's not Aogami. It's Algami. It seems. I'm not going to say that every time. That's too much movement in the mouth. Algami. Divine miracles.
Slaying the Demon King did much to protect the world at large, but Tokyo itself is now...
They act like he was very important. They gave him no cool backstory. He didn't say any cool speech to me. Also, I liked him. By the end of it, I was like, this is a good guy. And also, you're going to tell me boobs for cheeks? The third was the gag. He was the jush. He was the... What are words that humans say? The gag, the jush, the tea, like... Stop. I'm so annoying. What the... End all be all? I don't know.
What?
So,
I'm interjecting between
course,
every
it's
bit
clear.
of dialogue
As
today,
of
sorry.
today, I will be declaring my independence from Bethel.
That's my boy! That's my boy! That's my guy! That's my man! That's my dad! That's my stepdad! No, not stepdad. What do you call it when you marry somebody? That's my dad-in-law. That is my everything. That is my role model. That is my shit on it. Vomit it back up. Incredible. You know, his sideburns go all the way down his face, which is funny, because, like, so do mine right now, because I forgot to trim here. And let me just say, I've had this wig for over a year. Every time I wear it, I'm like, oh, let's trim that. Never do. My sideburns go down to fucking here. Just like his, which is nuts, because no fucking human looks like that. Trim your fucking wig.
If we want to save Tokyo, we have only one option left. To take the throne of Anahabino and craft a new world.
He's gonna watch his son do it. With me. That's not what I meant, but, like, he's gonna do it as in take the throne. I don't want the throne. I feel like Shulk and Xenoblade were Shulk. It's Shulk the Hulk. I feel like Shulk and Xenoblade, where it's like, remember they were like, okay, well, you did this, you're God now. What do we do with the world? And Shulk was like, make a world without a god. Not for me. Yeah. I'm like, it's very well understood, I think, that I'm the Nahabino here. I don't think another one's gonna pop up and be like, give me the throne. I don't want to be God. I really don't want to be God. I love to be complacent and content with a world that I trust is balanced. I don't want to be the person in charge of balancing it, which, let me just say, I don't think any one God can balance a world. I think that the world balances itself. I think God is at the will of the world. The world is not at the will of God, but whatever. Let's not go into my spiritual beliefs.
But Bethel HQ remains doggedly opposed to this, which makes them our enemy.
Their whole thing, the thesis of Bethel is opposed to that, because they're all about defending this order of a god that's dead. Like, their whole thing is defending something that has died. But they're inherently failures already in that. Whatever. I could go on forever.
Our only option left. World creation has been forbidden, but
You're just ditching Bethel?
Ichiro, I love you. He means
To
well.
take the throne is to deny the Creator's will and deny the laws he created. And to betray those laws is to betray Bethel itself.
I love betraying Bethel, but I'm not looking to take that throne. Why does he want us on the throne? Why does he not just want nothing? Does he want a Nahabino, he hasn't said me, on the throne to restore Tokyo?
But Master Abdiel was good to me.
Are we halfway through the game? Like, we beat the dark half, now time to beat the light half. Did she help you, or did she use you to help her?
Why do we gotta betray them like this? We could just ask them to help us save Tokyo, right?
He's a good kid. And he sees good in things, and I appreciate that.
Tokyo's faced apocalyptic destruction before.
Shin Megami
But the
Tensei 3.
Archangel dismissed us, said it was destiny.
That would be me. I would say it is what it is. I'm a little bit of everybody in this game. Truly ambivalent toward good and evil and neutral. I'm ambivalent toward anything other than just complacency. Complacency and nuance are the words of the day.
Humans, ordinary people. How can we go against the angels?
We're equal. We're on equal footing. We have the knowledge that they want. Our existence is half of a god. They are the other half. Do you understand what we're saying? Also, we have me. I am a full god. Losers.
Quite easily, with my help. I am their equal in power. No, I am an even higher being.
What is he?
What? What are you saying?
Stop.
I suppose you three deserve to know. The truth is, I am no human.
Is he going for the throne himself? Because then that makes this seem a little evil. That he's like, world domination for me. But also I trust him and I love him. That tie is so interesting.
I am Tsukuyomi of the Amatsukami, one of Japan's eldest guardians.
I bet if I spoke Japanese and knew like traditional Japanese like lore and Shinto lore, I would have like noticed something about his name and been like, something's up with him, but I didn't. But like they always do shit like that in these games.
What?
Wait, so are you a demon or you're not? What's the gag?
Bethel's cooperation did help us protect Japan, and I am grateful to God for saving Tokyo. However,
He seems ambivalent toward good and evil. I appreciate this man.
with the Creator dead, we are no longer bound to Bethel's will. Instead, we will fight to protect our home, even if they refuse to.
This could not have gone any better for me. I was so afraid of losing him to disagreements, and he headed on his own without me going against him in the exact direction where I am as a player and where I think my character is gonna go. So, yeehaw. That's all. Yeehaw.
So the truth comes out.
Does Bruno Mars is gay?
I'll cut to the chase. Sometime soon, Bethel HQ is going to hold a summit, a meeting between all international branches.
Are we gonna be there?
I would have you three accompany me.
3 little boys. Can I stay in your hotel room?
What? Us?
What about Agami? Is Agami coming?
Many other branches in attendance, and depending on how the discussions go, things may escalate violently. However, Bethel Japan's lost most of its regular fighting force, casualties of Armageddon.
I love this man.
As such, you three will be attending as my bodyguards.
We are children, other than me. I'm a god.
Paper.
He gets it. That's the reaction you should be having.
Understood.
Yuzuru, shut up. Also, one review said that his archetype Yuzuru is like the cool one that we all want to impress, and I was like, what if he wears fucking glasses? Wrong. Idiot. What is gaming journalism turned into these days?
Dates are set, I will contact you. Until then, your time is yours to spend.
I already do a lot of side questing. Don't make me go do side questing. Fuck me. Hey, fuck me. Fuck me. Hey, fuck me. Please, fuck me. Sorry. I'd like you to come here with me as well. Y'all, I know y'all are not just gonna be like, go do nothing. What do you want to talk about? What are you up to?
Do you have a sec?
Not for you. Y'all want to go to the dorm roof? They always want to go to the dorm roof. Dorm roof, dorm roof.
Hey, man.
You belong anywhere. You belong everywhere. You're a breath of fresh, humble air. You bring an interesting perspective because you're not jaded. You're like, I don't want to say naive because there's like a negative connotation with naive, but like all the great things that naivety can provide, he provides. And he's blonde. Okay, where are we going? I hate this fucking map. It reminds me of Shin Megami Tensei 3, which is kind of fun. But, I don't need this. The song's nice, though. Ooh, to the fucking dorms. It's like a somber little song. But driving a little bit. How do I get over there? Get over there! Okay. God, moving a little sorry like board game pawn is truly difficult for me. I finished my drink and I'm sad. Agame! Agame! I love that this grown-ass man is always with us. But we're men at this point. We've been through some shit. A boy becomes a man when he sees some shit.
It seems you've noticed as
You're
well.
not a man until you're bleeding.
How could this be? Tokyo is vanishing?
Mind freak. Meow! It's Chris Angel doing a magic trick.
The Shekinah glory is unraveling.
Shekinah.
Tokyo was actually destroyed once, almost 2 decades ago. But God copied it back into existence.
Oh, we just
bringing
discussed
further
this.
anarchy.
Dad just told us about this.
That was God's greatest modern miracle. The Shekinah glory.
Shekinah? That's what girls have.
However, with God defeated, that miracle has begun to dissipate. Along with the city that depended
Oh,
on
God did that for us. That was nice of him. Our dad just said this, and he was like, for him, I think, and for that, I thank him. And I was like, he truly is ambivalent. And then I, boop, immediately left my mind.
If we don't act fast, Tokyo might disappear forever.
Why are we obsessed with Tokyo? Maybe this is because I was a military kid. Home to me is nothing external. Home to me is this little stinky Mensa brain. Y'all are so obsessed with a place, and I'm like, why? And like, it's home. Maybe I just don't understand home. Maybe because I'm culturally homeless, I don't understand the plight. But I'm just like, and what? I love the underworld. Fuck Tokyo. I said fuck Tokyo before even in this game, not in life. Godzilla, leave them alone. Does Godzilla attack Tokyo? I feel like it's always in New York. Godzilla's got some shopping to do at Bloomingdale's. Fuck Tokyo in this game. I said that before I even knew that Tokyo was disappearing. I said, I like the underworld. Don't take me back to Tokyo. Netherworld.
Incoming message from Bethel, Japan. Tomorrow, a pandemonic summit will be held with all of Bethel's leadership.
Pansexual demons.
The summit will be held in the Netherworld. We are to await further orders at the Tokyo Diet Building.
Okay. Cloudy skies, quite the overcast day. Gloomy as all get out. That ice is getting real loud tonight. Sorry, y'all. The next day, and then I'm just back on the sorry board. Tokyo Diet Building. Where am I going, y'all? Hey guys, I'm back, and I need to close out this video, but I am too curious about what's gonna happen. Oh, they want me to go here.
Well, are you prepared for the summit?
I don't know.
It's shaping up to be a rather intense meeting, considering that the Japan division intends to break away from Bethel.
They're gonna yell at us.
Every country will be represented at the summit. So
I want to see who's representing America. If they don't show me the United States of America, I'm gonna revolt. Y'all know I love America. Thank you.
Just remember not to fret. No matter what happens, I shall protect you. After all,
He loves me.
attending a pandemonic
And I love him.
Nigh anything can happen during such an event.
Don't talk to me like Shakespeare with the nigh.
I do not tell you this to cause concern, though. I merely recognize that you were dragged into this situation, and that you deserve a full understanding of it.
The absolute fucking empathy that this guy has for being a synthetic creation, seemingly. And just like earlier, I don't know, he's had a few moments where I'm like, heart to heart, I love this guy.
I wish to see you rise against any obstacle in your path, and use the circumstances to your advantage. It will be crucial to your survival.
Circumstances? No thank you. I'll keep my damn it, my foreskin. I fucked up. I'm gonna save, and we're gonna end the video, and then we're gonna go to the meeting next time. Tune in next time if you want to go to the fucking summit. Ugh, look, I'm not the Nahabino in my little picture. Look under the level 69. Little picture of me with my Tokyo bowl cut TM. I don't like being a little boy. I'm not a man without him. I love Agami. Bye, guys.